So I'm watching I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I don't know if I'm going to watch that many episodes. I know often I start watching it and then get bored. It all depends on the type of people that are in it. I really like the one with Katie Price and the girl that won, or I don't know, were they even the same ones? I'm sure they're the same. Were they the same ones? I don't know. I remember there was one with Katie Price, and I remember there was one with that Kerry, was it Kerry Kwana or something? I don't know. I've forgotten her name. But yeah, that was very good. And I saw the one with Angel of Death, Leona Lewis, and I don't know. Some of them I haven't watched because I didn't really I wasn't interested in the people. They've got a good cast. I am quite curious to know what kind of life Britney Spears has had. So having Britney Spears' sister on there might be a kind of an idea of what Britney Spears is brought up with. And I've only watched. Well, I thought I watched the entrance, the first episode, and then I watched the second episode yesterday. But they kept bringing up the songs JLS and then that guy was like, is that guy in the band? Like maybe I don't know. I can't really remember it, but it's really strange how they've got that guy on there and think the 13th, I looked back on the history, on the 13th I went through of November, I went through their songs. But I noticed they were all about love. And I just got done with Girls Aloud, who were all about narcissistic love. And yeah, I didn't really know what to say about JLS because their songs seem to be all about love, and I just wasn't in that kind of mood. But at the same time, I think they did linked to Jesus's love. You know, people have love for each other here. It is genuine. Sometimes it falls apart. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Um, and yeah, I didn't actually give them a name because I just said it's like Jesus's love show, or should I say Jesus's lie show? But yeah, I think they are actually the angels of Jesus's love. You know, people are waiting for Jesus's love to shine on the world. They're not waiting for me, they're waiting for Jesus. And I can give them Justin Bieber. And if I could give them this band as well and be like, yeah, this is Jesus's love, you know, and it is genuine. I mean, as a person on I'm a Celebrity, he seems quite genuine. And yeah, although it is interesting how the characters that I was inspiring when I was watching what's it I didn't know it was going to be on. I really didn't know it was going to be on I'm Celebrity, and even now, even yesterday, I wasn't certain that he was the guy because I'd only just watched Monday's episode, and now I've gone back to the first episode again and realized that I actually did fall asleep just before they did the skydive. I think I fell asleep, so I didn't actually see his entrance or Jamie Spears that one where she got covered in ants. I didn't actually see that, so I think I fell asleep during it. But anyway, um, yeah, it's interesting. Although on Monday's episode, it's interesting how she said that she actually had when you're 16 and you want to claim right of attorney or something, you can actually get some form in place that says that your parents no longer have the rights to make decisions for you. And it's very interesting how her sister at 16 had a form in place basically to denounce her parents and say that you no longer have right of attorney of me. I'm 16 and I'm going to start acting, you know, she is going to start acting more maturely and more, you know, I'm going to have the rights for myself. And it's interesting how her sister, at the age of, well, supposed to be 21 or something, or 20, whenever she had that break, 2008, supposed to be. I don't necessarily believe that because the first time I heard about this conservatorship was back in 2016, I think 2016, 2017. That was the first time I heard about it. But yeah, it's very interesting at how Britney Spears at 40 or 39 was under a conservatorship of her father, and her sister at the age of 16 was under a sort of anti-conservatorship, saying that my father and parents have no rights over me. So they it really does show like a contradiction in how they both went. And but yeah, I think She seemed to cry over the possibility of people telling her to get an abortion. I think if I was to tell her something, it would simply be that if you had an abortion, you probably would have just got pregnant a few years later, and you may have even got the same soul. That the girl that you raised at 16, you might have even had the same soul come back, or she would have gone elsewhere, and you would have got a different soul. But you know, abortions isn't a crying over. It isn't something to cry over because if you kill a fetus, the soul just either goes elsewhere or it waits for you to get pregnant again in a couple of years' time, depending on who it is. If it's a family, if it's like an aunt or an uncle or something, um, I think it's likely that that soul belongs to you because she's maybe she knew you or something. Like sometimes if you have family members that are older and die, sometimes they actually come back in your family, and if you therefore have an abortion, that's what I believe. If you have an abortion, they might still come back to you, but you'll just have them at an older age and stuff. So, but it's interesting how when she first got pregnant, she actually kind of went into isolation, she said, and kind of just lived by herself. And I feel like I'm going to have to, after I announce myself as being Christ for the world, I'm going to have to do a similar thing. So that was slightly interesting. And it's also there's an EastEnders girl in there, that Lola character. I liked watching her, so I probably will watch this series because it seems quite interesting. And the JLS guy that's in there, I do seem to really like him. Um, he seems quite nice. So um, yeah, I'm I don't know what else to say other than I'm looking for more of their songs. I think I only listened to about 4 or 5 the other on the 13th, and they were all about love, and I was just like, I think it's Jesus's love show, but I didn't actually give them a title. But I feel like now that I'm seeing him on I'm a Celebrity, I feel like I probably should give him a title, and I think he's got some very positive, happy songs that people will like. Um, I, however, don't relate to the songs, and I don't think the songs really are about me in any way. And I'm still very pissed off with everything that's like how long I'm still not getting any signs on how long things are going to last or how long people are going to ignore me for. Um, I don't know. I don't know what people are waiting for. I don't know why people are ignoring me. I'm getting bored of this book that I'm making. It was fun when I was just taking pages of what they've done and then converting it. But now I feel like I was going into the earlier stages, which is stages that I don't know what's going to happen. But I don't know. I feel like I'm going to stop with that. Stop with. I've come up with loads of things that I believe in, and I think that part of it's always going to be a religion rather than 100% truth, because I don't 100% know if there was life on Venus, but I don't think there was. I don't think I was ever on there. Um, but yeah, um, maybe humans are wrong about certain things and stuff. But it's yeah.